What's happening, YouTube? This video today I'm making is about a book. A book by a guy named James Wesley, Rawles. Okay, it's called Patriots. Alright, and it's about... Basically, it's a prepper's fucking wet dream. The United States goes to shit, and, chaos ensues. Only these hardcore preppers, can survive what's happening. And they're all this little group, and they set up their own personal little fiefdom somewhere in fucking Idaho. And each one of them has like a specialty, like one's like a nurse, and one's like a weapons expert, and one's like a mechanic, and all that, It's fucking stupid. Anyway, they go to Idaho, and they make their little fiefdom, and they basically harass anybody that comes around them, and then they fight these people. Now get this, they're not communists. No, communists, that wasn't bad enough. They're communist cannibals. Yes, this fucking book is so horrible that, the villains in it couldn't be just plain communists or just plain cannibals. They were communist cannibals. So they defeat this little group of Christian gun-toters. They defeat the communist cannibals, and then the UN invades, and the UN troops end up turning on their international banker masters and start this new republic. So it is a terrible book. I have never read something so awful. It was so bad I literally had to force myself to read past 10 pages. It was awful. Probably one of the worst book I've ever written in my life. Read in my life. It reads like it was written by a retarded third grader. It is horrible. The guy that wrote it is some nut that lives up in Idaho, and has like a compound or something, and he writes that survival blog. He's like the godfather of all these prepper idiots you see on YouTube. And another thing, he's so stupid that he puts a comma after his middle name. Who the fuck does that? But if anyone's curious as to where the paranoia comes from these people, and some of the weird whacked out ideas that they come up with, I would be willing to bet that all of them have read this book, and it is a terrible, awful piece of crap book. In 20 years, it's going to be the new Turner Diaries. Some of y'all might remember the Turner Diaries from Timothy McVeigh, the dude that blew up the Oklahoma City building. That was the book that he was all into, was the Turner Diaries. So I'd say that some wacko nut job is going to do some shit, and it's going to be traced back to this book, which you can't blame the book, but this is the new Turner Diaries. It's called Patriots by John Wesley Rawles, and it fucking sucks. And if you ever feel like being tortured for a day and a half, pick this piece of garbage up. Wear gloves, because it is total shit. See ya.